Good morning. Happy New Year to you. I know this is not my normal scheduled time to go live. I am going to put the chat up here on the air and see if we can get anybody here in the chat. But I do have this little welcome to you. And if you do join me, or if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, I do have subscribe only chat on. So please say hi in the chat. We're not going to be on real long today, but I did want to celebrate the new year. It is January 1st. You can see it right there over my shoulder. And I just want to say Happy New Year. Hope that you are excited about what this year is going to hold for you. I believe with all my heart it is going to be epic. And so I really wanted to talk just a little bit about going forward. You heard the piano music. It's that piece was put together by a really good friend of mine, Fraser Wambach. So a shout out to Fraser. That is not our new track for 2023, but you remember that track. It probably sounds something like this. Let's make sure. Okay. The old track and the new track, piano track. So those should be off now. Let me just double check and make sure in my headphones that they're not on. Do get an echo when I do that. So, and hopefully my lips are in sync. Let me just make sure we have some delay. So yeah, so thank you so much for joining me. I don't see anybody in the chat yet, but if you are listening and you have subscribed, please say hi in the chat. Again, Happy New Year. It is 2023. I'm normally on live Tuesdays, and I hope you'll join me Tuesday for live, the first one in 2023, our regular Tuesday night, live at 4 o'clock. But today I just wanted to again say thank you to the subscribers on the channel. My goal is to double the size of the channel in 2003. So there you have it. I've said it right here on the first day of January 2023 that our goal is to double. So that would put us over 3,000 subscribers. So that would be exciting. So every like, everything that you could do to help the channel, I would really, really appreciate it. I obviously cannot do this without help. And again, if you go live on your regular time, you have normal people that tune in on Tuesday nights. This is first time I've been live on a Sunday on this channel, I think, in a long time. And so again, we're live Tuesdays at 4 p.m. So I hope you'll join me. And again, I hope that you would consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And again, I do have subscribe only chat turned on. So hopefully you will say hi this morning. I want to give a shout out to some of my regular subscribers that tune in on Tuesdays and just say a special thank you to them. We have Freddie Ponce from Venezuela. We have Joe. We have Tony. We have Hank. We have Jay. We have lots of people that tune in live every week. And I want to just say thank you so much for tuning in live. Sorry if I did not mention your name, but if you pop in this morning, I will definitely put your hello up on the screen. So I'm not going to be on very long today. I do have a little video I want to introduce. And one of the things that I want to do in 2023 is I want to do some new things, right? I want to stretch myself and take on some challenges. And one of those challenges that I took on this year, let's turn chat off the air here and switch cameras here. One of the things that I took a challenge on this year was building a Lego technique. I've not really built Legos myself. In fact, I've done a couple time lapses here on the channel. I did the Boba Fett helmet. Let me grab that real quick. I grabbed this down Tuesday night, and the little Star Wars sign fell off, but this is the Boba Fett, and this was mostly built time lapse with my son Bryson. He helped me build this. He's been building Legos since he's a little kid. I've usually just watched and opened the box and helped him with the trays, but he actually built this one. And then I also have this one. And again, these are on my shelf because I like to have things on my shelf. This is the 1966 Batmobile, and it's got Batman in there. And then I have the Joker in my hand. And so I didn't build any of these. I helped build, but I didn't build them by myself. But believe it or not, I did build this all by myself. This is the 2022 Batman Batmobile Technique, and it is pretty incredible. Just lost the little wheel cover here. That goes right here on the wheel. And it is just absolutely incredible. It lights up. Right there, you can see the engine lighting up. You can steer it. That's a little better view right there. And then it also has a little handlebar in here, a shifter that lights up the front, and the hood will actually open up. There you go. And I'm going to release this video later today, this time lapse, and that's what we're going to roll right now. So what I'm hoping this will represent is taking on the challenge of doubling the channel this year, doing the videos that I need to do, changing up some things here in the studio. Make sure I turn this front light off. Oh, and I was going to say, when you turn the wheels, this little thing spins and you actually have pistons in the engine that turn around. It's pretty incredible. And so I wanted to record this for posterity's sake, so I did a time lapse, and I'm going to be on camera, but we're going to roll that Batmobile time lapse right now. I think we're all ready to go. Let's try this macro. And so let's roll it. There you have it. Wow. That was a challenge. Grab it here one more time. So this was actually a gift from a good friend of mine. What an amazing opportunity to me. I'd never built a Lego Technique before. I have now. And this is going to go up on the shelf, and it is huge. You can see the size of this Lego Technique. And again, it lights up. You can steer it. You can push this button. It lights up the engine. The wheels turn the engine, the afterburner. It is pretty incredible. So that is, for me, going to be a symbol for 2023. I also wanted to say one of my favorite additions in the studio, and there's lots of them. I'm amazed I kept most of the boxes. I got a pile of boxes out in the garage. We'll have those on the show on Tuesday. And I'm missing a couple of boxes because they got thrown away. But I can't believe all of the stuff that was added to the studio this year, again, to challenge myself to learn to be able to do new things. And so I have two of these now. This is the Instant 360 Link, and it's a great camera. It's a webcam. It will not stream at 4K, but it will shoot 4K, and then you can zoom in and out, and it spins around. It's got a gimbal on it. It's just a pretty incredible little camera. I have a backup one in my studio. This is not sponsored, but there it is. This is the one that travels with me, and then I have a Skycam that I use in the intro and outro videos. But again, one of those great little items that came into my life in 2022. I also have Elgato face cam, and it does not zoom in and do all the things that this does. So it was replaced with this, even though I still have it. And there's a new Elgato Facecam Pro, which does do some zooming, but it doesn't move around. What I love about this camera is that it can bust around the screen. I think I can illustrate this just real quick for tonight's live. Or should I say today's live? So there's the Skycam on, and on the screen, I can actually, I'm using OBS, I can move this out of our way and put it on the other side of the screen. But again, I have programmed 6 locations, so I can bust through those. You saw one, there's 2, there's 3, the North Pole in the studio. There is 4, the little Batman shelf. There is 5, that's my big screen TV. You can see the date there. And there is 6, my wife is a super fan of red trucks. And so that's there to be a shout out to my beautiful, lovely wife, Shannon. And she tolerates all this stuff. And I am very, very honored to be in this 40-year marriage. We celebrated this last summer in 2022. So we're very close to year 41 being completed. So shout out to her. Again, I want to say so much thank you to all of those people that have subscribed to the channel, those of you that are catching this live. I do see some people on with me right now. So if you would be so kind as to say hi in the chat. Let me turn chat back on the air. We need to move this back over for the end, and let's turn chat back on the air here. And so please say hi in the chat. Great to see you, Joe. Thank you for joining me this morning in the chat. And again, thank you guys so much for your support. People like Joe, who's been attending the channel for a long time, I sure appreciate it. And again, if you're live with me this morning, day one of 2023, again, I'd love to say hi. TVJ's here, just did not get a notification. Yeah, I don't know why the YouTube doesn't do notifications. I put it on my channel last night, set this stream up at about midnight last night, tried to get it ready to go earlier, but had some issues with my laptop, but no excuses. We are live today, day one of 2023. I just showed a 10-minute time lapse with me popping in and out of super source of the Batmobile. Let's turn chat off the air and bring up this other view here. Should work. Make sure this camera's live. And so spent some time and energy on this little build right here, and crank this light up a little bit. But there you have, that's the Batmobile technique that I built as a symbol of 2023. Challenged myself. I've never done anything like this by myself. I wanted proof, so I did the time lapse. I'm going to be releasing that video later today, but it's actually in the stream. So go back and check that out. This is just a crazy build. I think at the end here, we were at page 243 when you put the hubs on, all the way back to page 1. There's kind of the process of building it. You have 7 bags and some extra bags, but there's the first little frame build all the way through to putting all these pieces together. And again, I've been around Legos because of my kids my whole life. But little did I know that one day I would be in the studio building one of these myself. And that's just crazy to me that I was able to do that myself. It took hours, literally hours. I think I have 8 or 9 hours into that. And you can replay this video or wait till that 10-minute time-lapse video goes up later today. But again, the Batmobile isn't the point of my channel. That's going to go on my shelf. Again, I have proof right here in my hand for those of you guys that just joined me. This is the Technique Lego Batmobile, and pretty incredible. And I did not expect that. It was a gift from a good friend of mine. And so I had a chance to build that. First time ever building Legos myself. Always did it with my kids and mainly supervised. And lately I've held the camera for builds like my shelf. This was a Christmas present from my wife. And this is a build for my shelf. Actually, this wasn't a present from my wife. Yeah, I think it was. And so we drew names, and this is an incredible extra thing that I got from Shannon, and it's the Death Star trench run. And so that was built mostly by my grandson, Dominic, and there's a time lapse here on my channel, and I shared that last Tuesday. We will be live on Tuesday at 4 o'clock, so please join me there. I'll be talking more about this year, 2023, but I wanted to celebrate this year. So I brought my glass, and I know it's day one, and most people do this before, like on the day before day one. But I'm going to pour myself a little drink here and do a toast officially to the year 2023. It's going to be an epic year, as I shared in my still. Have great plans, doubling the channel. I'm going to need everyone's help. And looks like some more people have joined me. I see DJ Ware. Thank you so much for joining me. A10 Mini Pro is on sale for $295 on Amazon. Catch you later. Jay says, can't stay, gotta go. Happy New Year. Yes. And so it's great to have you on the air. Sorry you did not get a alert, but it was a surprise stream. I did get the still up last night, so thank you guys so much for joining me. I do want to say a couple things before we go. Looks like Tony just popped in as well. Happy New Year. So if you have anything to sip, I just want to give you a toast to those of you that supported the channel. Over 1,500 subscribers. The goal in 2023 is to double that. We'll talk more about that on Tuesday night, how I have plans to do that. I have some projects I'm going to be doing with my son Dominic that are going to be on another YouTube channel. So you guys can check that out. So we're going to be doing a unboxing and a look at a 1/6 figure. And we'll talk more about that when we get closer to that event. He's saving money. What we're doing is he's doing half, I'm doing half, and then every other figure or item that we do on that channel that's new will go either on in his display or my display, depending on that. And then we're going to build this channel together, and then that's going to be his channel as he gets older. He's a teenager now, so he needs supervision to be on YouTube. And then we will build that channel, and then he will take it over when he's old enough to do that. And that's a project I'm going to do. That's one of my goals of 2023. I think that's pretty cool. Be a separate channel, but you guys will obviously be invited to that. Working on a Studio B. I have pictures of the garage. We got the car fixed that was stuck in there. My son's car is running, and that's exciting. So he's excited that his car is running again. So I can now clean up the garage later today and tomorrow. Get ready to show you guys some pictures on Tuesday night. And then we're going to talk about your ideas to help me come up with a plan to have Studio B, which again will be in my garage, and have Studio B available for some things like mine and Dominic's channel, some behind the scenes tools, things that I want to do in the studio. Again, that garage was designed for me to go and shoot. I have pulled down backgrounds in there. Just there's a lot of things I can do in that garage, but I also want to be able to do some soundproofing, because if you know anything about audio, garages are horrible for audio, very echoey, concrete floors. So that's what we're going to be doing in there. We're going to be able to create a Studio B portable setup. You're going to get to share your ideas. I hope you'll join me for that Tuesday night at 4 o'clock, our first stream of 2023 on Tuesdays for my normal live. This is not a normal time on Sunday. And then also highlighting some of the other YouTube channels that I know that many of you guys listen to, and a shout out to them. They all have been influencers. If you'd like to see who watches or who are listeners here, subscribe to this channel and attend the live streams, who they listen to, go check out last week's 2022's final Tuesday night live stream. And I actually showed their faces and on the screen in a little YouTube analytics that's available on my channel that says this is who your viewers watch the most. So go check those out. Those guys have all influenced me and helped me. I've watched their videos, and I'm growing all the time because of their channel. So my goal for 2023 is to continue to help people grow, take on more clients as a consultant for live streaming, for studio tech. I'm doing more shooting and videography now. I took on a giant client last year and spent the whole last part of the year and part of this winter working with an RV dealership. We'll see how that plays out in January. They're growing. They just are opening a new location not far from me. They've added some new lines, so that's going to be exciting to share more about that. And I will be doing some live remotes from some of these off-campus locations this year, and some upload videos that I just need to show you more things, be a little bit more control over those videos to keep them compact and easy to watch. But we'll do some lives as well. And then we are going to have a Studio B eventually. I do want to shoot from out. I'm working on a plan right now to shoot on my back patio. Many of you guys know I have a waterfall out there / fountain, have a great view, and would like to do some sunset live streams from out there. Beautiful, beautiful sunset out there. And so when we do those, we'll have a time lapse from other sunsets so you guys can see what you're going to experience. And we'll probably add the post show for the actual sunset, because once the clocks shift here in Washington, sunset's going to be a little bit later this spring. So we'll have to do a post show to actually let you be there live for the sunset. So again, just a little overview. Wanted to share that time lapse today in this live video so you can see it here first. It will be uploaded later today just as a video. I don't talk on it. There is music on it, and we are going to do a new track on Tuesday night. Many of you know I've always had this track on my channel. Played this piano piece this morning, and I spent about 3.5 hours since my Tuesday live listening to tracks. Still have not found the track I want for Tuesday night, so I've got some more work to do. Those are really important to me. So that's a little update there. Let me turn chat back on the air here. There you go. Mementos and the hot tub win. A10 Mini Pro is a great deal. So if you don't have one, grab one. A10 Mini Pro's on sale for $295. Again, that's the one you want, or the ISO, which will record all of the inputs, including make a folder, and you could edit that in DaVinci Resolve. But the A10 Mini Pro over the A10 Mini, the Pro has the ability to do multi-view out. It also streams from the device. The A10 Mini, you would have to use it as a USB interface and stream from a software, but the A10 Mini Pro, you can stream from it. It also has the ability to record to an SD drive, and actually you could buy a hub and record to more than one SD drive, and that means that whatever you're showing to your live audience will be recorded. Like I'm not recording this morning, so whatever is live today. You can see right here, I am not recording. If I did hit the record button, then it just created an ISO folder, because my ATEM Extreme will record every single, if I want it to, every single input. And so it's actually recording every single camera input right now. And that means that camera 1 is being recorded. Let's see, is this safe to show? Yeah, I think so. That is being recorded. My desktop is being recorded. Camera 3 was the chat. So all of those, including the HyperDecks coming in to channels 5, 6, 7, and 8 in my deck, are all being recorded. Now that's off, and you got to be careful you don't hit the button next to it, because that would have taken us off the air. So it's cool to have those kind of opportunities. So grab that A10 Mini Pro. Thank you guys for the info on that. Yeah, in 2023, Tony, I do have some changes in the studio planned. I'm working on a brand new shelf idea. I guess I can show you guys that here real quick. Let me see if I can bring us on live here in my Skycam. Let's see. Turn chat off the air real quick. Please stand by. Here we go. I did decide not to get a subscription to Filmic Pro version 7. And so before they were going to bill me, I re-uploaded from their site the legacy version, which will go back a version. So I do not have clean output set up right now on it, but I can have a clean output. But let's show this studio to you guys here real quick. Let's go like this. I don't want to make you seasick. Here we go. So obviously there's my laptop, but back there I have those two shelves, and then I have this corner display. Also the table, and then 3 chairs in here. And this is a set I don't use very often, but I have 3 chairs. There's the project I'm working on with my son. I have that little table. I have the table in the corner right there. And then I have the chairs, the display, my table for my other set. And then I have this rack that I used to have 2 of those. The other one's in the garage. I had that filled with equipment for my studio. That's my charging case for my Aperture MC lights. And then I also have a hub in there to charge things that are USB-C oriented. So that goes on the road with me, and I can charge up to 8 things in that case. And we'll talk more about that. But that's the studio. So one thing I am going to add, Aaron Precky just added a Very pole, and that's by Impact. That is a Manfrotto auto pole. And you can see it going from wall to wall, and it has my great video maker lights. So I'm going to be adding 2 or more of those to my kit. I might be using them in my portable B studio, but when they're not being used on the road or in my B studio, they are going to go up above me. And I'm going to be doing more A and B audio from my studio. And these are my other 2 shelves. So this is all going to be redone and remodeled, but you can see they're packed, and I do not have room for the new Batmobile. And so I really want to work on this part of the studio, and I'll be talking more about that on Tuesday night. Again, we'll show you the garage. We're going to talk about ideas in here. I'm going to have the table set up with all of the boxes that I kept. I did throw a few boxes away, some real important boxes I wish I had for my January Tuesday night live stream to show you all the gear I purchased. Parts of it were paid for by the associate links that are in the descriptions in some of my videos. You pay the same when you use those, but they actually get some coupons back to me. You can get cash, checks, or you can get coupons when you're an associate with Amazon. So I appreciate everybody for supporting that. All the super chats, all that money goes back into the channel, but that was not a ton of money. But I did have income coming in this year from advertisements on my videos as well. So that's what's cool about being monetized. And that's really not my goal to get to 3,000 people, though that will help the studio. More cash flow, more people clicking on the associate links will be cool. But the reason that we are trying to add subscribers is I want to continue to grow my consulting business, see more people go live across the country, around the world, and be able to help them. And I have a program where I do consulting right here from the studio. And if it's local, I can travel to it as well. So I want to increase that. So when you subscribe, you also have an advantage of at least a 1-hour free consult with me. And I've done that with many people that have been live with me. I have clients now that have signed up, and I work with them on a regular basis. I have a Wednesday face-to-face, and then I have a Wednesday afternoon Zoom for a couple hours with a new client who has a advertisement, not an advertisement company, but a sales training company. And he's invited me to help him. So we'll be together for a couple hours this week, and that's exciting. So to answer your question, Tony, lots of changes inside this studio. Just haven't made the final decisions on that. And also we'll be getting some input when we get together on Tuesday night. So let's catch up with the chat, and then get ready to roll you back into your worlds. DJ Ware says, always be recording. Good to see you, Freddie. Thank you for joining me. Surprise live stream. Good to have you guys on here. A little back take is I did show a 10-minute video of me putting together the 2022 Lego Technique. Never done that before. Built every piece myself. It took over 8 hours, 9 hours. Enjoyed it very much, though it was stressful at times. Never doing that by myself. Always doing it with one of the grandkids or with my kids. But this was a complete total build. Just me. In fact, you should have saw Dominic, my grandson's face when he goes, "You didn't let me help you build that, Papa?" And I go, "Nope. This is a challenge for me because it represents how I want to stretch myself in 2023. If we're going to grow this channel, I have to be willing to dive in. So you can watch that. It'll be uploaded later today on the channel. And you can go back and replay this video and see that 10-minute time lapse, 8 or 9 hours, all time lapsed of me building that Batman Lego, different outfits on different times of the day. So thank you so much, guys, for supporting the channel. And again, a salute and a toast to every one of you. My favorite drink is in here. And so hopefully you have your favorite drink. This is, I think you guys know, I don't want to get flagged. I'm not promoting a certain drink. That's why I can't say it. Iced, sugar-free, alcohol-free. And I do have some personal physical goals. So hopefully you'll see a more chiseled version of me if you go back and watch my videos. Things change over time. And so I'm excited about that. Both my wife Shannon and I have some goals, and also some other things that we want to do besides the shelf and the garage is that, again, I want to figure out how I can use my streaming bridge. I may pick up one of those A10 Mini Pros to give myself one more to take out on the patio. Eventually I want to get either a ME2 or an ME4 or another extreme ISO. I haven't put it yet on paper to see if I can really exist with another extreme ISO. So that may be happening next year. So we'll see. I still need to think through a lot of these things, and we want to talk about it on Tuesday. So we will do that together. Good to see you, Tony. Go run. You're good. Hank, thank you for coming in. It's always great to see you. Lots of the regulars popped in today. Sorry you didn't get the alert. I did post a still last night. Wanted to try to go live last night. It just didn't work with my company and all the things that were happening on the new year. We have guests every weekend at our house. And so that's kind of a challenge to be able to do a live stream. But I went ahead and did it today on Sunday morning. So again, Happy New Year. My salute to you. Again, go back and watch this if you'd like to see that 10-minute time lapse. It is right here in this stream. And then also that 10-minute time lapse will be uploaded later today, full screen without me popping in and out of it. And it'll be a lot easier to watch if you watch it later. Thank you for liking the videos, for sharing the videos. If you have anybody else in your circle of influence that you think would be benefited by this channel, please encourage them, invite them. I know some of you do a back channel when you can on Tuesday nights. That's really cool that you guys could be talking to each other as you're on live with me. And many of you guys have been regulars for a long time, and I really want to say thank you. And the best way to do that is live. And I've said thank you before, but it's 2023, and I want to say thank you. Thank you for helping me get to 3,000 subscribers in 2023. Let's see what month this year we could make that happen. And I'm going to continue to do more videos this year. I have a goal to do 2, maybe 3 every single month. That's almost 1 a week, including some shorts as well. So I have a plan for that. I have a video right now I'm working on, just not quite satisfied with it, and that's on the new Stream Deck Plus. It's really cool. I actually have this fill light I can turn up and down using one of the knobs. So I really like that device. So now I can look at myself on camera and decide how much fill light I want. So that's really cool. I can get a better picture now because I can actually adjust them while I'm on camera, and things are changing in the studio, and that affects that as well. Okay, so let me turn chat back on the air, and we're going to roll out here shortly. Again, I don't have any recorded music on my outro. I'm going to play a little piano track that was given to me by a good friend of mine as a gift last year. I gave him something that he said he wanted, just surprised him, and actually, a year and a half ago, and he blessed me with a piano track, and it's an original track of him playing piano. We'll play that in the outro reel, and then Tuesday night I'll have a brand new intro track. So I hope you guys will join me for that. Happy New Year to you, Freddie, and Happy New Year to you, Hank. Thank you for that, DJ Ware. Happy New Year to you, Tony. Let's scroll up here and get back here to my buddy Joe. Happy New Year to you, Joe. Happy New Year to you, TVJ. I think I hit everybody. And again, thank you guys for being such a good sports and a supporter of the channel. We have lots of things coming. It's going to be an exciting year. Epic, epic, epic. Don't miss a single stream this year. Plan on taking the game even higher in my lives as well as in the upload videos, just because that's what you have to do if you want to be have excellence, and I want that. And if I can build this, then I can accomplish those things. And this is not planned. And so if you can come up with a plan and execute it, and that's my goal this year, all going to be written out this week. The stuff I already know I want to do, and we're going to talk about those on Tuesday night. So on behalf of my wife, Shannon, and me, Keith, Life Journey Production Studios, which we're really a studio. We do have a business. She has a business. We want to say thank you so very much for supporting this channel, so supporting the Amazon links, for sharing your advice, giving me influence, challenging me, stretching me, being with me live, joining me in our quarterly Zoom face-to-face, all of those things. I am so appreciative to you. And again, where's it at? I'll double fist salute you tonight. Coffee's gone. Needed it to wake up this morning. And then again, I want to shout out to the other influencers on YouTube, like those of you attending here that have channels, as well as some of the ones that we watch as well. Thank you guys for doing that. And hopefully some of my influencers will see this video sometime this year and know that I'm talking about them. So anyway, enjoy that Christmas dinner, Tony. And it'll be a great year. So get ready. I hope you guys will share your stories with me as the year progresses. And I hope that what I do here in Life Journey Production Studios will stretch you and challenge you to do great things in your occupations, where you work, the people that you influence, because we all have the ability to make an impact, and that will help make 2023 a great year. So I am Keith. I'm going to roll the outro. Thank you for joining me here on a Sunday morning live, day one of 2023. Happy New Year. And I'm going to enjoy every single moment with you this year, as well as the moments off camera. So thank you for your part, and have a good day. Roll outro.